Yo, what's happening everyone? Out here near Dayton, Ohio to start today's episode. Gonna be doing exploring through Ohio with my friend Mitch for the next couple days. Right now we're at this place called Helen Glen Nature Preserve. Thank you, I forgot. And yeah, we're going exploring here. My friend Jalen told me about this spot, and since we were in Dayton, we figured we would check it out before we head to Hocking Hills today. So there's supposed to be like a waterfall in this cool natural springs area back in here that we're hiking back to, trying to find. My friend told me that you could cliff jump here, so we're gonna see if we can figure out how to do that, possibly take a nice morning swim, get a little refreshed and ready to go for the day. So that last place we just visited was the natural springs in there, where you could drink some water out of the springs full of good minerals and stuff. Now we are heading to Hocking Hills State Park. The cliff jump that we were looking for wasn't in that nature preserve, but we met some girls in the park who told us the name of the falls that we were looking for with the cliff jump, but it was a little on our way back home, so we're just gonna head to Hocking Hills and then hit that cliff jump at the very end of our trip on our way back home. But we got like an hour and 30-minute drive now till we get to Hocking Hills. We're out here at some town in the middle of Ohio. I'm not even sure what it's called, but we stopped to get some groceries for camping before we head out into the middle of nowhere to go to the state park. Just got back to the car. We got some coffee, avocados, bananas, bread, jelly, baked beans, and yeah, we're ready to go camping now. So time to hit the road. We got like half an hour or 45 minutes left till we get to Hocking Hills. We just made it here to Hocking Hills State Park in southeastern Ohio a little bit ago. We got one of the last 3 campsites that were left in the entire campground of like 100 campsites. So we got pretty lucky on that because we came here pretty late in the middle of a Saturday at a very busy time of year. So got super lucky. Right now we are hiking down into the gorge to go explore the whole like old man's cave area. There's a bunch of like waterfalls and different lookout points and all kinds of different stuff, caves down in here. So it should be pretty fun exploring. I think the first place we're going to is called Devil's Bathtub. Not sure exactly what it is. And then Upper Falls as well. So time to go start the exploration. Alrighty, we just made it through the first little part of the Old Man's Cave trail. It was really awesome. We got to see the Upper Falls and Lower Falls there. I don't know, how long do you think the whole trail was that we just did?
I don't know, like 2 miles, 2-3 miles.
Nice.
Maybe.
So yeah, now we're going farther down this trail towards Cedar Falls, and then we're gonna loop back around to our campground. What do you think of the park so far?
Epically deep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
You get really deep.
Yeah.
Into the earth. And you're deep.
Nice, that's what's up. So yeah, the next stop should be Cedar Falls. Yeah, we just got done with Cedar Falls, which was like the last little plan for today to go see. Now we have like a 1.5 mile hike back to the campground. Sun's going down, gotta set up camp when we get back. Yeah, baked beans for dinner. We're both excited for the baked beans. Anyways, yeah, see you at camp. Alrighty, just got an early start on the day as the sun came up, packed up the campsite, ate an apple. Now we're gonna go explore a couple more spots here around Hocking Hills before we head back east to do the cliff jump and head back to Fort Wayne. Last night we pretty much just ate baked beans and the other food and then went to bed. So yeah, the adventure continues today. We just got to our first adventure spot for the day called Cantwell, or no, what is it? Conkle's Hollow. Cantwell Cliffs is the next one we're going to. Conkle's Hollow. It's this like 100-foot deep gorge here that we're gonna hike down. It has a river going through it and some waterfalls in it. And it's supposed to be one of the deepest gorges in all of Ohio is what some people say apparently. So it should be pretty sweet. We just reached the end of the trail here in Conkle's Hollow. Right back here is the waterfall. It's not super flowing right now because it hasn't rained in a long time, but it's still awesome. The gorge gets like smaller and smaller and smaller as you go back into it. We saw a really crazy owl too, and it let us get like right up next to it. It was so awesome. I don't know what kind it was, but maybe when I get home I'll look it up and put it right here if I can figure it out. So that would be really cool. We got really lucky and got here super early today, so we pretty much had the whole place to ourselves until we were hiking out. We've seen a few people now. But yeah, I'd recommend if you come here to get up early and come enjoy it in the peaceful morning time. We just got to the next destination called a rock house, which is like another gorge type cavern area with a cave in it that is situated up on top of this 150-foot cliff. So should be pretty cool. It's just right down the road. Like Hocking Hills State Park area is like all like little different locations in the same area. We just got done with the rock house. It was like this giant cavern inside the gorge, kind of like a cave, but a little different. Had all these spots that you could walk up to the edge and like peek out of. The hike down into the gorge is pretty sweet. All kinds of like crazy trees and moss and stuff. So now we're about to hop back in the car and head to the last place here in Hocking Hills. And also this whole state park is like free to go to. We had to pay to camp, but you don't have to pay to actually like get into any of the spots in the state park. But yeah, now we're heading to the last place, which is called
Cantwell Cliffs.
What's it called?
Cantwell Cliffs.
Cantwell Cliffs, nice. All right, the adventure continues. We made it. We completed Hocking Hills. Super cool. What'd you think of the whole place?
speechless, man. It was like there's so much to see, animals, wildlife, people. The depths, like we were down hundreds of feet into the ground and looking up at walls straight up. It was so cool. The water, standing under the waterfall, getting a little wet. It was cool.
Yeah.
Can't wait to do something else like it somewhere else, or maybe even come back here again.
That's what's up. Yeah, so we just finished up the last trail at Hocking Hills. Now we're about to head back across Ohio to go jump off Ludlow Falls near Dayton. We just made it to Ludlow Falls in Ohio. We're gonna do some cliff jumping here at Ludlow Falls. My crazy friend before said he jumped off this bridge way up here, but it looks really high and I don't know if the water's deep enough today, so I don't think we're gonna do that. But we are going to jump off the waterfall. It's probably gonna be really, really cold right now because it's like the middle of October and it's like not really a sunny day at all, so it's pretty chilly already. But yeah, here we go. Time for some cliff jumping. How is it, bro?
Oh, it's so cold.
Feel good? You feel alive?
Oh, I needed that. Left side this time.
The left side?
Oh yeah, because I'm normally on your left side. Now you're on the left side.
Oh yeah. All right. So yeah, that concludes the Ohio road trip video. A little cliff jumping for the finale. This falls we were at was just called Ludlow Falls, but yeah, it was a crazy weekend. Go adventuring in Ohio. It's a fun time.
It's worth it.
Yeah. All right, guys. Peace.